With Veterans Day approaching, I want to acknowledge that the sacrifices the men and women of the armed forces endure do not go unrecognized. Hello YouTube, and this is Rob from Rob's Customs Creations, and thanks for watching. My dad passed away on August 27th of 2016. He served in the U.S. Army for 20 years from 1964 to 1984. He was a Green Beret and very proud of it. I served in the Army for 14 years. I was military intelligence, a 35 Mike, human intelligence, and interrogator to be more specific. I am a wounded warrior and a proud member of the Wounded Warrior Project. My dad's career began in Vietnam. In 1965, his unit was called into action to participate in a military police action in the Dominican Republic. He was a 19-year-old private with the 82nd Airborne Division, the 2nd 508th ID Bravo Company. The purpose of this police action was to reestablish the government that had been recently overthrown in government coup. He was there for 4 months during his TDY, in which none of the soldiers were allowed access to televisions. At the end of his tour, he received his Combat Infantry Badge. In June of 1966, a brigade of 3 battalions was being formed to prepare and train for Vietnam police action. Vietnam was not officially a war. It was a police action in which we were supposed to provide training and support for ARVNs, South Vietnamese military, in their efforts against North Vietnam. He voluntarily joined the brigade. He became a member of the 199th Light Infantry Brigade, Bravo Company, 7th Infantry, 2nd Platoon, stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia. His battalion was the last of 3 to leave Vietnam in 1966. At the end of his training, he was a sergeant and a team leader. His hope was to achieve the rank of staff sergeant upon completing his TDY in Vietnam. In 1967, he was informed that he was accepted in Special Forces. With Charlie Company of the Special Forces, he was an operations and intelligence specialist. The purpose of the Special Forces was to train the ARVNs in guerrilla warfare. In Vietnam, he spent most of his time with the Special Forces, Charlie Company, whose base camp was just outside of Lang Bay. Only a road separated his base camp from Lang Bay. He worked closely with Marines stationed at Da Nang. His base camp was 15 clicks southwest from Khe Sanh, 2 clicks east from the Laotian border, and 15,000 meters south from the DMZ, which separated North and South Vietnam. Lang Bay, or Camp A101, is the same camp that came under siege in the movie The Green Berets with John Wayne. The events in the movie are based on true events that occurred at that camp. Most people were killed within the first 3 months of arriving to Vietnam, but if you survived past that, then you were likely to survive the war. If you want a detailed account of my dad's military career in Vietnam, please leave a comment requesting this, and if I get enough inquiries, I will make a video relating that story. I am working on a project that involves making a display case for my dad. I want to make this display case to honor his memory. The worst thing for any veteran is being forgotten. Making this display case will ensure that he is never forgotten, and that who he was and what he accomplished during his lifetime will always be honored and remembered. I will be making an instructional video on how I will make this display case and show the finer details on how to put everything together. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe.